Then milk, you can see, has got a lot of modern cows, exotic cows. In a year, he gets more than 1 billion. Now, because he was a taxi driver, these who shout for taxis. That's what he was. But he had 2.5 acres at home. So when he had my message, he went back to the village. He's now, from eggs, from milk, he's earning more than 1 billion shillings a year. And when he removes costs, he remains with about 800 million net. Now you see the house he has built there. But what is interesting, when I visited him, he forced me, almost at gunpoint, to accept a gift of a cow. The other people asking me for money. This one was now forcing me to accept a gift of a Frisian cow of 6 million shillings. This one here. So really, I'm tired of talking about things which are clear, and then people go on talking about irrelevant things. So there is a difference between development, enkulakulana, entunguka, donglobo, and wealth. Wealth is in the homes of people. Because when you go to rallies, people are talking about roads, cities. They are talking about cities. City. District. They want district because someone wants to be chairman. But if you start with the wealth, there's no way we can go wrong. That is number 3. Number 4, jobs. Jobs. Where do jobs come from? Jobs come from wealth. Yes, there are a few public service jobs, but those are not enough for all the people of Uganda. The bigger number of jobs is from the private sector. And when people, but how does the private sector create jobs? You create wealth. The wealth is yours, your personal wealth. But in the process, you create jobs. 1.2 million Ugandans now, those factories, the 50,000 they talked about. The whole of the public service is 480,000 jobs. But these new factories, which have just come, because you can see they're all brand new, they're already employing 1.2 million people. But agriculture, you saw here, can employ even more Ugandans than the factories alone, without including coffee and so on. But what I wanted you to see was the workers now. He's now employing 26 people. And the land there he was using was only 2.5. There's another man called Nyakana who used 1 acre and point something. And he employs 15 people. And I have made a calculation for you saying that, okay, if Nyakana and the people like Byamkama can employ 15 people using 1 acre, what if we had people with land and we had 7 million acres owned by some of our people who use it like Nyakana? You calculate and you will see. The jobs we shall create will be 105 million jobs. So, what about when people can't think properly, must end. You find people talking about things as if people going to the Middle East to look for, what are you going to look for jobs for? The Middle East should be coming here to work here. You leave jobs here, you go to work in the Middle East. Now, this year I'm coming now, in just 2 years after listening to my message, he's employing 26 people. You can see them, and he's paying them, he's feeding them. If we use the Nyakana calculation, 15 people out of 1 acre. Whole story, but for him he's selling, I think, 120 trays of eggs per day, and he's using that 1 acre for eggs, those eggs, and for milk. Those cows of his give him about 120 liters, and he's employing 15 people. So my calculation, if you had people with 7 million, all of us, but with a total of 7 million acres, Uganda has got 40 million acres of arable land. But if we use only 7 million, we will create 105 million jobs. There will be so many jobs that all the refugees in the refugee camps will get out and work, and we'll have to get other Africans from neighboring countries to come and help us. So please, let's get out of sleep. It is wealth which creates jobs. The 4 words now: peace and security, development, wealth, and jobs. Then number 5, service delivery. Service delivery, meaning health care, security, crime prevention, education, transport, all those are services. And Todwong and Yarang have talked about them. So you, the leaders, you need to be clear about all this. Now, number 6 is market. Because when you are explaining to the population, they need to know what we all need to do, what is needed to be done. Because political disagreement is caused by wrong assumptions and lack of information. If people don't know where jobs come from, then they blame the government. We have no jobs. And yet he himself can create jobs, he himself. The one who is blaming the government. The government should be blaming him. Why are you not creating jobs? Why are you just idling around? You have the capacity. Yeah. Now number 6 is market. This is what Todong was talking about. If we produce it the way we are producing now, all these eggs, all the milk, all the what, who will buy all this? The internal market is there, but it's not enough. Now that leads us to East Africa. So therefore, in our politics, the whole population must be explained that, please, you people are telling you about tribes, Fengabaganda, Fengabanankole, we are Cholis, we Abasoga, what? Please, that language is the language of enemies. When you hear anybody talking like that, you know he's an enemy of the people of Africa. Me, I am a cattle keeper. I've been keeping cows all my life. The people who help me most are the people who buy my milk, who buy my beef, who buy my bananas. So if you come and try to mobilize me, we as Banyankwele, kugambira won't stand in Vako. I tell you that Satan, go away. Because they are useless. Yes, the Banyankwele help me. in a way, because I have milk, they have milk. I have cow, they have cows. I have banana, they have banana. So we have volumes in one locality. That's how they help me, by co-producing with me. But otherwise, in terms of market, where my policy comes from is Uganda and is East Africa. The milk factories which we have now, if we did not have Uganda, we did not have East Africa, they would have closed. Because the production of milk is now 5.3 billion. The internal consumption is only 800 million. If we did not have East Africa, the factories would have closed. Sugar, if you look at sugar, production of sugar in Busoga area and Bunyoro, we are now at 700,000 tons. The internal demand is 300,000. Where are we selling the rest? To the neighboring countries. So please, the NRM leaders, when we talk of Pan-Africanism, we talk of patriotism, love Uganda, we are not just talking theory. It is survival. Anybody who does not agree with us on that is an enemy. You should know that he's an enemy or she's an enemy and must be exposed, because he would endanger our future. And everybody, even a villager, should be told, they should know this. That's number 6.